It is no secret southern Arizona is on the front line with illegal immigration, and the News 4 Tucson investigators have found that the migrants aren't just coming from Mexico. Right now, they're coming from around the globe. Here's Steve.
Christy, the Border Patrol's Tucson sector covers 262 miles. Customs and Border Protection says it's one of the busiest sections in the nation for marijuana seizures and the apprehension of undocumented immigrants. We found out that a lot of people who cross the border illegally are coming from countries far beyond just our neighbor to the south. Here's my News 4 Tucson investigation. Far beyond just our neighbor to the south.
Kelly Glenn Kimbrough was born and raised on the sprawling Malapai Ranch east of Douglas. Throughout her lifetime, she's witnessed the changing face of illegal immigration.
In the last 2 or 3 years, it's dropped from the numbers where the groups were 160 per group down to a group of 12. I think they figured out that a small group attracted less attention.
Even so, Kelly tells us that it's not uncommon to find evidence of illegal crossings, including drug stashes.
The News 4 Tucson investigators went to the U.S. Border Patrol. We obtained the number of undocumented immigrants who have come through the Tucson sector from countries other than Mexico. It was more than 15,000 last year alone.
In fiscal year 2014, Border Patrol apprehended more than 17,000 illegal immigrants from countries other than Mexico in the Tucson sector alone. Officials gave us numbers for only 11 months of the year, so those stats could actually be higher. Among them, more than 12,000 people from Guatemala were apprehended, 2,300 plus from Honduras, and nearly 1,000 from El Salvador. More people were caught from places besides just Latin America.
There were also 178 people from Romania,
381 from China, and 762 from India. That number was more than in the previous 4 years combined. Border crossers from India are something Kelly has experienced firsthand. Last July, a group of 13 men blocked her truck as she drove into town.
I was not sure why they were stopping me. It was scary. It made me nervous. I had this bad feeling in the middle of my gut.
The group even went so far as to climb in the truck's bed and onto the running boards.
I had a firearm, and I was doing my best to stay rational because I honestly feared for my life for those few seconds.
Kelly tells us that to her surprise, when she tried to talk to the group in Spanish, they told her in English they were from India, not Mexico.
I said, "What do you want?" And he said, "We want water, and we want you to give us a ride to the police." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because we were told if we came across the border and got a ride and turned ourselves in, we could get political asylum."
Kelly called the Border Patrol, and agents responded in less than 15 minutes.
I have speed dial for Border Patrol. We have some awesome Border Patrol agents. I can call them in the dead of night at their homes.
The situation along Arizona's border with Mexico has drawn the attention of Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson. Last month, he, along with more than a dozen members of Congress, went to Kelly's ranch to address people's concerns.
He was honest. He said he only has so much power. He is the Secretary of Homeland Security. However, all that he does is delegated from above and from the president.
2nd Congressional District Representative Martha McSally is also familiar with Kelly's story about what happened last July.
She had to make some very difficult, sometimes life and death decisions because the border's not secure.
McSally tells the News 4 Tucson investigators that lawmakers are aware of the dangerous situation caused by the border rush and they want to take action.
I do believe that they now realize this is a very important public safety issue and a national security issue.
Meantime, Kelly and her family are ready to defend themselves if they have to. It comes with the territory of being a border rancher.
I'm very hopeful, of course, that the border will eventually be secure. We do not live in fear.
We've posted an extended interview with Kelly. We also added the complete breakdown of the Border Patrol's other than Mexican apprehensions. Both are on our website, KVOA.com. If you have something you'd like the News 4 Tucson investigators to check out for you, just email us at investigators@kvoa.com. You can also call our tip line at 955-4444.